classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Today's video, Cledus Judd, remember him? He recalls Toby Keith kicking a guy's ass after he insulted them at a Nashville bar. He said it was like he was carrying a 12-pack of beer. Toby probably wasn't the guy you wanted to mess with. The legendary Toby Keith passed away after a 2-year battle with stomach cancer, and since then his friends and colleagues have come forward with some incredible memories and stories of Big Dog Daddy. And it seems like they can all be pretty much summed up in the same way. He was a badass. Of course, one of Toby's hits, As Good As I Once Was all about his ability to hold his own in a bar fight when he needed to. And apparently there was quite a bit of truth to that one. Cledus Judd, the country singer best known for his parody songs like I Love NASCAR and Bake Me a Country Ham, recently joined Tracy Lawrence for an episode of his TL's Roadhouse podcast where he recalled a night out in Nashville when Toby had to put an ass whooping on somebody who kept bothering him. According to Cledus, it started out while they were at dinner and the guy came up to Toby wanting an autograph. And Toby agreed to sign it, but only after they finished eating, which apparently upset the annoying autograph seeker. The group then moved to a different bar, and the same guy shows up and once again approaches them. Here comes that guy again, different bar, different place. Here he comes again. Comes up to Toby and says something really smart, and Toby says the best thing you can do is probably go enjoy your evening just like we're going to enjoy ours. Sounds like good advice, let's be honest. I'm sure Toby meant it as a warning for the guy's own safety, but unfortunately for him, it wasn't a warning that he decided to follow. The group moves on yet to another bar. Cledus said that they were at the bar on Printer's Alley in Nashville where Ascot Flat got their start. So I assumed that he's thinking of the Fiddle and Steel Guitar Bar, which closed in 2014. The Country Boy Band got their start there and even played one final show at the Fiddle and Steel when the bar closed. Well, of course, the same guy shows up once again at the Fiddle and Steel, and Cledus just knew that it wasn't going to end well. I thought this ain't going to be good here because we're all hammered, and he's hammered. Toby's 6'4", and this guy's 5 foot nothing, and it's going to be ugly. And the guy decided to make a move that he probably ended up regretting, insulting Toby and Cledus for their frosted tips. I'll never forget it as long as I live. He comes up to our table, and he looks at Toby, and he looks at me, and he says, I got just one quick question before I get out of here. And Toby didn't really acknowledge him, and the guy says, how much y'all spend on bleach to bleach y'all's hair so y'all look like a tag team bunch of wrestlers? I'll never forget it, talking about me and Toby. And I thought, well, this is going to be the end of your life right here. Sure enough, Toby didn't take too kindly to the insult, and Cledus said the next thing he knew, Toby had the guy by the belt loop, like he was carrying a 12-pack of beer out of a convenience store. This guy was on his hands and knees, kicking like a little puppet, and Toby was just toting me out of there. Cledus said at the point he wanted to show Toby that he had his back, so he decided to get his own licks in on the guy, too. I come up under the guy, and I mean, when I hit, my hand exploded. Blood went everywhere. Made the loudest stomp you'd ever heard. Toby got him out. I said, don't worry about it. I got him, Toby. I got him good for you. We was sitting over there, and I was wrapping my hand up, and it was awful. And I said, I just didn't want you to think for 1 minute that I didn't have your back. But there was a part of the story that Cledus never got the chance to admit to Toby. When he went to hit the guy, he missed and actually hurt his hand on the concrete floor instead. Hey, at least he was willing to jump in there, which I'm sure is Toby appreciated the most. But as listening to the story, I couldn't help but remember a story from another artist about Toby throwing a guy out of the same bar. Eric Church recalled the first time he met Toby, which came when he was talking into the Fiddle and Steel, and Toby was dragging a guy out. Toby was taking the guy harassing the patrons out, had him drug him by his shirt collar all the way down the bar. And as I walked in the door, the guy dropped in front of me, and I looked up, and there's Toby Keith, and I kind of stuck out my hand, and I said, hi. Toby was always a guy that did things his own way, and I think of that fondly now when I think of him. We got to be friends later and toured with him, but that's how I met him. He laid a guy out at my feet at the Fiddle and Steel. This obviously begs the question, are they talking about the same night? Was Cledus telling the same story from the other point of view, or did Toby just serve as the unofficial security for Fiddle and Steel and have a habit of throwing obnoxious dudes out of the bar? I don't care how drunk you are. You're 5 foot nothing. You don't walk up to a 6'4" dude and with a guy with a reputation like Toby Keith and start giving him insults. That's nuts. I like the idea of watching him carry him out by the belt buckle. I thought that was funny. All I got for you guys. Hope you got a giggle out of this. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You have a great day. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.